Hi, I'm Hewett Chiu, a managing principal here at Chiu Consulting Group. We've received a lot of emails in the past couple of weeks about health reform and how that impacts your small business. So I figured let's spend a couple of minutes to talk about that. Now, if you are a business owner with more than 50 employees, under health reform you're required to purchase health insurance for your employees. If you have less than 50 employees, you're not required to do so, but if you so choose to purchase health insurance for your employees, you will be eligible for a small business tax credit. So if you're thinking about this, ask your accountant about how you can take the full advantage of the credit, because it's something that's not highly publicized and it's not well known to the general public and small business owners that it actually exists. Now, if you're thinking about purchasing health insurance, you have to think about the financial implications on your business. So for example, a very common situation is a business where there are very, very little employees, and many of those employees actually have low income levels. If they have low income levels within federal poverty guidelines, then they can be eligible for public health insurance. And in that case, working with the insurance broker or producer may not be your best bet, because you're not going to be insuring all of your employees. You're only going to be insuring a smaller portion, a subset of your employees, because the other ones are already eligible for public health insurance. So it's not going to be profitable for an insurance broker to be working with you. So in that case, you can turn to the insurance exchanges. There's something called the shop exchanges, where you can go on and take a look at different competitive plans and prices, and those are set to be rolled out very, very soon in 2014. So that's something to look out for. Now, if you're thinking about health insurance just for the purpose of covering emergency medical situations, then you can relax a little bit. Speaking from a clinical background, having worked in emergency medical situations as a practitioner and having analyzed a lot of health policy, I can tell you that there are certain regulations in place, protocols in place, that will require, whether you have insurance or not, to be seen in an emergency setting. So there's something called the EMTAL, which is the Emergency Medical Treatment and Active Labor Act under COBRA, the Consolidated Omnibus Budget Reconciliation Act of 1986, which requires that in any emergency situation, if you go into a hospital ER, then you must be given a full medical screening by an approved staff of that hospital, that any emergency situation must be stabilized, and also if that hospital can treat you, that they have to make arrangements to transport you to another facility where you can be treated. So you can see there are certain regulations in place. If hospitals don't follow EMTALA, then they would lose a lot of their Medicare funding, which is a big portion of a lot of hospital funding. So they will follow it. And so I hope that this answers a lot of your questions about what health reform means for small business owners. We talked about the tax credit and how you can look for it. We talked about ways where you can find insurance, and we also talked about, in emergency situations, what can happen. As always, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. Our firm's contact information is listed at the end of this video, and good luck with health reform and with your business. Thank you very much for watching.